Hey guys, this is Paul from Smart and Easy DIY. Welcome to episode 6 of building my pole barn house. Well, we're setting trusses today. The first thing we did is got our end truss set, and we got that secured really well and braced really well, and then we went on to set other trusses. So the key is to get your end truss set very well and braced securely and leveled. You get the rest of them set on there, and what we did is it worked really good. We set them on top of the post that I notched, and if you can watch the previous video where I notched the post, you can kind of see how the process works. You notch half of the post out and then set it right on top of there, and then we put the purlins in on edge in between the trusses instead of nailing 2x4s on top. This is very common practice here where I live to do it this way, and it works really good. We ran some long lags into the posts on each end. We had one guy running the lift, had one guy on each end, and we fastened it securely into the posts. Then we put one purlin on the bottom just to tie them together right above the post, and then we put two at the peak. That way you can go up on one side with the ladder, as you can see there, and then we put them in the hangers, and he would put a little tension inward with the forklift. That way it's for sure tight so they don't fall out of the hangers, and then you nail one end. Then if it's secure, then you can crawl across and nail the other end. So then, yeah, we spaced them like that. We put one down by the post there and two in the peak as we came across. And as long as your end truss is tied really well and braced really well, then that's good enough to hold it until you get them all set. Then you can go back and put all the purlins in on the roof part and then in the ceiling part. So you can kind of see the process here. What I did is I'd be on the ladder and then reach across, nail those ends, and then climb across like that with some tension against it, like I said, with the forklift. And you can see that there's no gap in there as you're climbing across. It's not for the faint of heart, but I've done it a lot, so I was pretty used to it. So it didn't bother me a bit to be up there on the peak. So there we go, we're setting the last truss, and my buddy is watching there. So there's the last truss, they're all up there. So as we're going along here, you can see then I had my helpers up there putting the purlins in all the way across. Then we started working on overhangs. Overhangs take a long time, no matter how you do it. I'm going to try to explain how the overhangs work with a previous recorded video that I did.
So you know how I talked about how we had to do this overhang since we dropped this end truss down 5 3/4, or that 5.5 2x6 on edge at a 412 is 5 3/4. You can see I'd use a 2x6 8 and put it on top of the truss. And then what I did to make it strong is you fasten it into the end of that 2x coming out there, the third one up. And then these other two are just blocks. And then the other ones actually end in here. So those are actually two pieces, but that one there then is all the way through. So just to show you, it makes for a nice strong overhang. And then later, I'm gonna put some blocks in between there when I go to finish that off. But for now, that's not a concern where I'm at right now.
All right, so there you can see we got the steel roof on. I couldn't show that because we were very pressed for time on the second day to try to get done in time. And so I ended up putting a vapor barrier underneath, synthetic roofing underlayment, and then put the steel on over top. So, all right guys, well I hope you enjoyed this quick video to show you how I did this. Let me know your thoughts and subscribe if you haven't already to follow along as we continue the journey of building the pole barn house. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching.